In this video, we are going to look at a couple examples of finding and graphing a linear function. So essentially, the idea here is going to be exactly the same idea that is used when graphing a linear equation. So here, the first thing we have to do is we have to look at this negative sign here. And this has to be distributed through the upper part of your fraction. And so what's going to happen is that the signs are going to change, and this is going to be a big deal when we get rid of this 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at the steps. I'm going to rechange my function to be a y just to make life a little easier. So we have y equals the 3x minus 2 plus the 6x all over 2. So the first thing that we're going to do is get rid of this fraction here by multiplying everything by 2. So when we do that, we end up with a 2y is equal to 6x. I have this minus, and now I'm going to open a parentheses, and I have 2 plus 6x. With that, I now have to distribute this negative through. And so here we end up with 2y is equal to 6x minus 2 minus 6x. My x's disappear, so I have 2y is equal to a negative 2, so y equals negative 1. Now this is actually considered to be a special case, because in this case my slope is equal to 0. So what that means is that my y-intercept is going to be here at the point 0, negative 1, and my graph is going to be a straight line that cuts through negative 1 right like this. Okay, and so that's what I mean by a special case. This would be the horizontal line case because that slope is 0. Alright, let's look at one more example here that's going to be slightly different. Again, we want to do the same thing. We want to work with being able to solve our equation. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to distribute the 3 into our parentheses here. That is going to allow us to get to the point where we can take care of the fraction. So here we're going to end up with y is equal to 3 minus 27 over 4x plus 8x. Now the next thing that we could do is we could get rid of this fraction here. We could multiply our entire equation by 4. So this becomes a 4y is equal to 3 times 4 is 12 minus a 27x plus 32x. In this case, I have 4y is equal to 12 plus a 5x. I need to get y completely by itself. So now we have to divide everything by 4 again, which says that my q of x is going to be 3 plus 5 over 4x. Now in looking at this, what I actually have is that I have my slope being 5/4, and I have my y-intercept being the point 0, 3. So in this case we would come into our graph and we would graph the point 0, 3. So we would come up 1, 2, 3. And then we need to graph our slope, and so again our slope is going to be rise over run. And so in this case we're going to go up 5, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go positive 4, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which puts our next point right here. And then all we have to do is just simply connect our dots here. And there we have it. Alright, so that's all there is to it. It's just a matter of solving your problems and then graphing your coordinate points. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.